We shall begin. Top Kill GM Prep. Hi there, I'm Josh Long. You can find me on Twitter at EvilDMJosh. You can find the show at Geekspective.com. Well, not really. At some point it'll be a podcast, but not today. But you'll be able to find the stream at the Don't Split the Podcast Twitch channel. It'll be twitch.tv/Don't Split the Podcast. And we'll be streaming, or we'll be airing that this coming Saturday, 25th. But for now, we need to prepare for next session. So I've already created the session 3 document by just copying the session 2 document. So plenty of stuff to edit up now and delete stuff. So this is the quest they're on right now. They have Gibbon in their squad. It might be relevant. Let's see. I want them to carouse. Chef Havarti. All right, so they've already done this one. Get rid of that. Still want to carouse them, but right now they are getting Chef Havarti's top secret ingredient. It's sludge Sahagwin caviar. Let's see. They've already done the gelatinous cube. They've already they are with the frogmen. They took care of, let's see, they took care of Terry the Troll. And they're about to take on the sludge Sahagwin. So I think we're already kind of set up for this part. This will get us 1 out of 5 things we need to get done, probably. This will potentially get us a 1.5. So we still have a little bit more to do. So this next session is going to be mostly, I think, open-ended, more so, besides the sludge Sahagwin stuff. Because pretty much what it's going to come down to is like, they're going to be, tempted to carouse, but afterwards it's going to be like, hey, guess what? You need to prepare for the cook-off, right? Double check. Yeah, we need to prepare for the cook-off. And so they're going to need to get ready for that. I'm going to double check that, yes, everything's down mix audio compared to last time. So we need to figure that out. Sorry, whoops. So Fritter is, what we need to figure out is general things they can run into during this competition. And we'll probably throw in some NPCs, give them names, maybe a little bit of background, and go from there. So let's kind of go over a little bit of this. Apple fritter is to make the perfect omelet for the World Championship cooking competition in 2 days. Death, who maybe was alluded to as being some kind of demon or devil, said they must come into 3rd place. And so, or go right back into the sous chef line. So is the WC3, we already had this name somewhere. I wrote it down somewhere and it didn't get updated. If'd in the chat. Let's see if I put my notes anywhere. Negative. Done screwed myself. Dang it. Did I put it anywhere in here? Probably not. Let's see if it's in session doc 2 or doc 1. Competition. World Cooking Competition. WC3. Worldwide Mauxferry Cooking Competition. Well, I'll go listen to that episode again. All right. So this happens in one day after. Happens in one day after the Chef Havarti quest. I could have sworn I did that, but whatever. Figured it again. Oh, I already put it up here. World Championship cooking competition. There we go. So dumb. All right. So in general, staff, you do not cook alone. That's a fool's way of losing. You have to have a full supporting staff of sous chefs and the like. Competition, of course, you don't want to go. Of course, you don't want to go in blind. Doing some research for competition is always a great idea. That way, you can create your own recipes to counter theirs. Secret ingredients are that are the finest in the land, or at least what you can get that you can really make shine. Equipment, of course, your equipment that can do what you want to do. The WC3 provides the basics, but if you need something really fancy, better bring that yourself. And things to consider: technique, presentation, smell, inner feeling, such as endorphins and perhaps magical effects running through their body, and of course, taste. So the competition themselves, what we really want to define is like the mechanisms here. What do we want the players to engage with and the like? So things that they can start influencing and such competition. So elements to engage. So if we think about this prior, you have the judges. So I guess the competition, we need to define it first. We're not gonna draw this out a really long time. We're gonna say three major rounds. First, 3 major rounds. Top 3 of your division, of your group, move on to the next. Does that make sense? So if we had 8 chefs cooking, or 12 chefs, if we do 12 chefs cooking at the last round, that might work. So round 1, round 2, it's gonna start making this 12 teams. If we do 12 teams each way, that means 144 teams. Then, woo! If there are 12 teams, 4 groups, right? Because if we take those 4 groups, take the top 3. Does that make sense? That's 48, not 144. 48. Then this is a weird number. 48 divided by 3, 16 times 12, 192. 192 in 16 groups. All right. So got that. So top 3 of your group move on to the next round. 3 rounds. Whoa, what's up? What's up, Dragon Craze? So, there are rounds 1 and 2 are the first day. I'm doing pretty good. Getting into the zone of prepping for the next session of Top Guild, which is, of course, Dungeon World. And this, I'm trying to live out some of my cooking dreams, or of all the cooking shows you could say in this session, or trying to. How about yourself? How you doing? Rounds 1 and 2 are the first day, with each cooking round is, there are 3 rounds. First day. Oh shoot! What kind of NPC are you thinking about? There's so many NPCs to make. And I guess it depends on your system, right? Of how much you want to get invested. I need to zoom in, don't I? 'Cause there we go. The first day, rounds 1 and 2 are the first day. Lasting. One of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. What? No, they're not the big bad. Oh shit! If they're not the big bad guy, what is? Oh my god. I guess the question, let's see, NPC is a good guy, a bad guy, neutral guy? It's always interesting to be like, oh, this person's such a badass. But then they could be your friend or frenemy. First date lasting 3, give him 2 hours. How long does it, I'm just going to do some Googling. Can't spell. Expected dying time is 6.2, much higher. Die in a restaurant. Hook me up. Wait time 0 to 2. Need to prepare. I don't know what this is called. I'm just going to say they have 3 hours. Or 2 hours? Each with. Horsemen are actually kind of the guides of the party. Oh, in the world that I'm building, the horsemen are not a set group. They die and are replaced by the next generation, which they have chosen before they die. The party. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. That sounds really fun. What system are you playing in? Actually, I'm going to reduce this to 2 hours. 2 hours to put 8 hours between each. I'm trying to mix the aces and eights system in 5e. I've never played aces and eights. Aces and eights. Because I don't know if I mentioned, but the world is a world. Oh, no. Makes sense. There you go. That would be fun. Oh, gosh. There's a couple Wild West. Deadlands? I think Deadlands came out with like a new version I want to say over 2 years ago. I think it's kind of 5e and Wild West. To prepare. So things they want to engage with. So we want to set up stuff they can engage with. Judge selection. Judge selection. I'm more familiar with 5e, so I kind of just want to modify it. Yeah, that's the easiest way. I definitely agree. Is to just take a system you know and just start tweaking it towards what you want. Judge selection, ingredients. Competition, scouting competition. Equipment. I guess reference things to consider. So those are things to consider the first round. Should be the 3 Chef America where they roll like a D100 each of them. You're right. So you're right, Dragon Craze. A lot of times these cooking shows, Iron Chef or Master Chef or Food Wars, or there's a couple other cooking shows. There, you are right. There is a unknown ingredient they have to incorporate. Yes, chopped, exactly. You're right. Perhaps the first and second. You're right. First and second round, they get their random ass additional ingredients they have to include. Like it could be not necessarily like it could just be a theme, but maybe I should say staple ingredient they have to include. The third round is where they can go crazy. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. First and second round, lesson each with each, where they must use an ingredient, pre-select ingredient determined. The thing is, if maybe the ingredients then is for. Just trying to think, like if we reveal the ingredient prior to the competition, because we want to be able to engage them with this kind of stuff. No, I think we can still engage them with all this stuff, and it's be like, you have to incorporate it. Yes, okay, that's the curveball. It's like we can still be like, you still need to get all your good stuff. I can actually help with this a lot more than I had the first anticipate. Oh, culinary inclined. No, I type, but I look at chat to take it in. You could say, or that's how I've done it for a while now. I think over a year from doing some weird GM prep stuff. But round first and second lesson, they must use an ingredient revealed at the beginning. Spelling is the worst. I'll come back and clean that up a little bit later, but we gotta keep on plowing on. So get to a little bit of that. In between rounds, there's also confrontation. So what does that mean? That means they can just straight up have violence. That could mean sabotage. Let's see, that could be sabotage could be see, I was just going to share a menu that I had made for the NPC that I play. This campaign, my character was the head chef while the party was out, and he gave them a special bag of holding type. Send prepared meals through. That's freaking cheating. But I love it. Cheating. I'm just going to copy pasta a little bit of this from you drinkers. I'm just going to copy this to give them a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Usually Shadow C64 is in here, and I do something similar. There we go. As I had actually plan 5 course feast including seating arrangement. Luckily, they don't need to do seating arrangement. They will, as players, have to say what the meal is, right? You are correct, though, that the first and second round should be just a plate, and the last round could be 2 plates. So we won't be a 5-course meal. Third is the next day, and it's 4 hours to prepare. Must present 2-course meal and can determine own meal with no surprise. With no surprise ingredient. Yes, good. Sabotage. I would say that the third round should be a main course and a dessert. Yep, exactly. Main course and a dessert, or yeah, let's go with that. Prepare and must 2-course meal, main dish, and dessert. Yep. So what they can fuddle. No. It's good. So what they can fuddle around with is judge selection, so they can be like role playing of diplomacy and choosing their ingredients in general. Scouting competition, can get intel and figuring out how to counter. Of course, they can get additional equipment that can give them bonuses to their roles. Or things to consider. Let's see what else is considered. So up here, I talked about technique, presentation, smell, inner feelings. So I'm just going to copy pasta this stuff. So I'm not having to look at it over and over. So no, you're not taking over Dragon Craze. Pretty much, I've watched other GMs prep like this. I've seen other GMs take ideas from the chat and incorporate them, and that's pretty much what I'm trying to do as well. It's creativity. It's easier with the more people that participate, I would say. Competition. So I think that's a good starter, right? So this is stuff for them to chew on, and they'll probably be able to run with a lot of that stuff. And so then we can throw in some more additional things to consider for in between the rounds. So they have 8 hours, so it's pretty much a day. They can do like a quest. So they have to get additional things, but also there's going to be some kind of confrontation with violence or sabotage. And they could probably payoff. What else could they do? So if I'm competing, and if I've already figured out they can sabotage stuff, what else could I do? I could beat them up. I could pay them off. Those are the things that I think of right now. And the violence could be direct or indirect. That should give me enough guidance. Or turn them into the judges if they got caught cheating. Flip the judges. Yeah, flip the judges as well. But that's kind of a part of the sabotage. But maybe just calling that out would be good, because that might be. Let's say flip the judges is the next round, because that seems like really dramatic. Because it's like we introduced some of the stuff of violence and maybe sabotage, but then it's just like, let's take it to another level. You know what the judges are, but then they're flipped. So I'm gonna remove the flipped judges for the next round. Nope, wrong way. Because remember, in between rounds, they're still going to need to do some of the stuff above. Maybe not all of it, but introducing this other element really will, twist it. I don't know how, but we'll see. I'm going to put flip the judges at the very top for this next round, for in between. And I feel like there needs to be something even more dramatic. Pretty much, if one of these things doesn't trigger, it'll trigger it for this next round. But what's another really big thing? I think rivals would show up. And you might be like, what the hell are you talking about rivals? And I'll show you in a second, because we need to start generating NPCs very soon, i.e. the judges and other characters. So we're going to pull these NPCs that we have here, because we need to throw them in to the mix. I'm just going to do it this way. Yeah. Round 3, they burned down the competition area. Yes. See, the thing, I don't know how much. Maybe that is, sabotage. Oh, yes, sabotage. Not discovered until competition. Because if they burn down the stuff prior to the competition, Mauxferry has such a big resource pool that the rest of the town would be able to, there'd be stuff people to take care of that stuff. But if they were able to sabotage it while it's there, like someone's souffle goes away and they catch their cooking area on fire, exactly. So until the sabotage is happening during the competition, yes, exactly. So we can even call that out here. There will be sabotage happening during competition. So perhaps they can find out about some of the sabotage in between the rounds if they're really lucky and they roll really well and they think about that kind of stuff. Boop. All right, so judges. We're going to throw in some judges. And I think we'll come back to judges in a second, but I'm just going to take all this stuff. I'm just going to pare it down. I probably need to make a master list like this of friends and foes, because I want to throw them in here. I want them to get involved more so, right? So far, we've only had bad people show up, of the foes, but I feel like there could be opportunity to have friends show up in this competition, be it as a judge or as, a supporting cast. But so this is something I'm really bad at is usually, bringing in the foes and really hammering them in a lot. But we need to have their friends as well. Oops, I forgot their one friend or their foe. Also, there's going to be people watching because someone could pull a Professor Quirrell. Yeah, absolutely, there's people watching. I need to make that a note for every single round that people are watching. Or maybe I should put in the description also up here. Yes, audience interaction, exactly. Blah, blah, blah. Top 3 of a group. There are 3 rounds. Each round will be performed in front of a live audience. All right, let's get back down here. So yeah, I think round 2 would definitely have the kind of building it up. So we want live audience reaction here in the first round, just people reacting. But then in the second round, live audience interference, most likely. And then there's oh God, because we need to also start pushing them to start thinking more devious for third round. Ideally, if they make it. If they roll, oh shit, big problem. But you have, with 5 people rolling, I'm guessing they'll probably pull it out. Where I'm just going to not give a fuck at all and let things drop where they drop is on round 3, right? Because pretty much they're playing for Fritter's life and going to see what happens. I need to underline all this stuff. To remind me. Fritter's going to die, y'all. Probably. Or I shouldn't say probably, but I wouldn't be surprised. Um, all right, so let's look at these friends. I want at least one of these friends to be a judge, at least on the first round, right? So we got Apple Fritter. So his friend is Strudel Fritter, his brother and best friend, twins. They're foe, Creme Brulee Lisa, fancy, super fancy, tidy. Simon Black is a friend. Saint Christoph, of course, he's a saint. He is a saint. The foe is Bloodmouth. I don't think they'll show up, or they might show up as interference. Could be an X. I don't know. We'll have to ask Scamper about that. Molos friend is Celine Meadowhurt, a tavern owner of the district. Goes way back. Yeah, I think I would really like. It makes sense. They're a tavern owner. They, deal with a lot of patrons, especially if they're in the tavern, in the theater district. They have well-to-do patrons, so they might have a good palate. So I definitely want them to be a judge. First round. So this is a possibility. Is hey, Shadow C64, been missing out. We've been cranking through these details with Dragon Craze. Yeah, so Dragon Craze, these are each player has defined an NPC they're very friendly with, and an NPC that they're antagonistic with. And so we try to incorporate those to help drive more investment of the players. So I definitely want to present that Celine Meadowhurt is a possible judge. And so since there are for Shadow CC4 real quick, since round one has 16 groups, she could just be in any group for judging, and so it's going to be up to the players to see if they can line up a very favorable NPC to rate. They're very high. Oh, I guess we also need to define how many judges are in each round. Shoot, let's do that real quick. I want to say there's at least 3 judges for the first 2 rounds, right? Does that make sense? And then 5 judges. Yeah, let's do 3 judges for the first 2 rounds and 5 judges for the last round. I need to really break this out. Let's competition. I'm just gonna. Oh gosh, so much information. The top 3 will go next round. There are 3 rounds. Each round is performed in live audience. So let's break it here for visuals. We'll bring this down here. Rounds 1 and 2 are on the first day, lasting 2 hours each, where they must use an ingredient revealed at the beginning. Dishes will be judged by 3 judges each. Should each, you think, give only 1 point card or only one? So I guess the question is, are they being judged for the first 2 rounds with a scale from 1 to 10, or 0 to 10, I should say, 0 to 10, and it's just each judge gives them that, and then in the final round, 5 judges, 0 to 10, but they rate on. Oh, they could rate both dishes as a separate value. I'll leave it up to you guys in the chat to determine for the third round how the point system should work. I think for the first round is 0 to 10 each judge, and then you take that, average them out. Last round, 5 judges. I don't know how it's going to be scored yet. Let me know if you have any ideas. Judged by 3 judges, each giving a score 0 to 10. Sum up the value. Here will be 8 hours between each round. Third round. So next day, with 4 hours to prepare, I must present a 2-course meal with no surprise ingredient. There will be 5 judges giving. Okay. Giving a score 0 to 10. 2 NPCs that could be judges. Mouse Thunderlips is friend. In the final round, each judge does a specific trait. One in taste, one in percentage. Oh, yes. We do want to give the players a heads up. Like at the beginning, I'm going to spell out those rules. So we could say each judge is judging on a thing, but they don't know which judge is judging what aspect, but they know they're going to be judged on those 5 aspects, you could say. Let's see. And if they're antagonize a specific judge, exactly. Okay, let's do that then. There will be 5 judges. Each judge will only be judging one of 5 elements. Those elements being each giving a score between 0 and 10. Scores are summed. Sum the values. All right. When you figure out what those 5 elements are, oh gosh. Well, I guess taste gives them more room to shoot themselves in the foot, which is, yeah, that's they're very good at. We'll definitely go with taste, presentation. What I say for additional technique, smell, inner feeling. There definitely needs to be one about like inner feeling. Inner feeling. And when I say inner feeling, I'm really thinking of like Food Wars, where they're like, oh, I feel it in myself, and yada. If you haven't seen it, sorry, I'm much a big anime consumer. We could do like technique. Yeah, let's just do like something with technique. Inspiration. Like inspiration because of all the ingredients. So taste, presentation, technique, maybe yeah. We'll just do inner feelings like the last one because again. So now I have a question. Should I start working on a war of for the 4 horsemen. It was famine, war, pestilence, and violence. Famine, war, violence. I forget what the 4th one is. I would go with pestilence. Pestilence is like, could go a whole bunch of places. Taste, presentation, inspiration. We can come back to that one. And then inner feeling. All right, back to these NPCs. I already know the basics. He has a few. Yeah. That's going to feed in real good to Pestilence about being a medic and research during the war. There was so much like this bad stuff that can happen during the war. Probation officer, veteran guild, the team barbarian, friend, Yasmin taxidermy that buys his pelts. Ugh, man, these are all very hard. Oh no, camera's frozen. It is indeed camera frozen. Give me a second. I got too many wires in this laptop I'm using. Boop. 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 Show me camera. Camera. Deactivate. There we go. Camera back online. Thanks. Camera. All right. So, gonna go back to the way we came. Everything kind of took a hit for a second, but we're all good again. Okay, everything's still good. So I think another person we want to bring in is, of course, I think Fritter's people. I don't even think we need this as first round. This is just judges to throw in there. Put Fritter. Oh. So, oh, you're talking. Okay. I haven't got around that stuff yet, Dragon Craze. I will program that stuff. I was waiting for us to get affiliate, and I was going to do all that fancy stuff, but call out post by Dragon Craze right there. I will have that stuff sooner rather than later. I'm going to make myself a little note. We just need one more follower, and then we need to stream a game, and then we'll hit affiliate, I believe. Enable Discord and social. I guess I could open up the Discord, and I'll hit you up with that social right now. The Discord I will have set up once we hit affiliate. But our social, you can catch us at twitter.com/Geekspective and twitter.com/EvilDMJosh. There we go. Those are two you probably want to follow right now. But I'll make it super fancy. I know a lot of people do that kind of stuff. I've just been putting it off because I haven't hit affiliate yet. Because right now this show will be streamed, or the actual play of this Saturday will be streamed on the Don't Split the Podcast Network's Twitch, because they have allowed us to run on their network and allow us to pretty much raise money through their stuff. Because we need that cash flow, you could say. But thank you for calling me out and giving me some work during this work from home time. Fritter, friend, definitely could be. I don't think I should call this judging. Oh, sweet, yes. So we stream it at 6 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time this week. I love a lot of the stuff on the Don't Split the Podcast Network. Oh, yes, difficulty. Yes, that is a good word. Technique, right? I think I already have it under technique, right? Yeah, technique is, I think, the same thing as difficulty. I think that still falls in the same place. So we still have that fourth word to play around with right now. Inspiration. If they do passport, yes. Shit. We need to make so many NPCs. I'm gonna take a lightning round from you two, or anyone else that's lurking. I know there's definitely other people lurking. Give me a name and give me a race, and they're gonna be judges. I already saw I already saw Kobold as a judge. I love it. I need names. I need races, and I guess genders, whatever. I can just roll that. But if you have a passion for a gender as well, hit me up. But we need races and names for NPCs that will be judges or stuff, because yeah, they're gonna run into, if they're gonna run into 11 NPCs at least for the judges, that's a lot of stuff. Some kind of kobold. Oh, I already have Charles Groveshire. Okay, Charles Grove. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to copy paste stuff from the chat so I can make sure to give credit where credit is due. We're definitely going to have a Paula Dean reprisal. She's going to be a 5th round. Dean, 5th round. back from the dead, thanks to they killed a couple recently, and if that couple knows, yes, exactly. Paula, Paula D. Oh, damn it, that's how bad I am at spelling. So, Dragon Crate a long time ago, and when we first were podcasting, they were actually ran into Paula Dean, and they killed her. She's a Buttermancer. Kobold knows they killed another kobold. Kobolds? We got 1, 2-ish, 3, 4, 5. It's 5-ish. What else we got? Probably need a snooty human. Snooty human. Never mind. I was thinking of a way here. No. Yeah. It's yeah, no. Need a little bit of callback. Snooty human. I don't care about these races. I don't care about genders really much. Need those names though, because they're gonna be like, "Ha, Josh, you suck at names." I'll go, "I know." The portion size, and that the judges is some very gluttonous race. If they try to make butter construct, no. Oh, she could be a butter construct. She could be inhabiting a butter construct. Perhaps. Oops. Mystery category. Oh, yeah. I could leave a mystery category, and thus leaves it kind of open up to the players. You're right. I do like that. So if we can't figure it out, or it leaves it like open-ended, because a lot of times people are like, Dungeon World should be a lot of open space stuff. So by leaving mystery category, perhaps the players can fill it in. Thanks for reminding me that. Inhabiting butter construct. Yep, exactly. Gives them something to dig themselves into. Snooty human. Let's see, an elf. Definitely some kind of elf. I would really like a gnome or halfling. Let's go with like a gnome, halfling, spelling, not heafling. Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Need 3 more. Maybe deal with pastry chef demon, possibly. Yes, Paula could have been also a worshiper to that demon. Yes, exactly. Elf, half orc, halfling. Ooh, we could do like an Aasimar that has a divine tongue. Yeah, I want to do that. Samara with female, has divine tongue. I actually know her name. I just have to go look at a Nakiri. I had to go look that up. What else we got? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 more, and we need some names. Any of you two got 2 more, and names for any of these other things? I think we'll go male. binary, elf, female. I don't care. Whatever. Choose, of course, female. Gender. I can't say construct, or it's going to be female. Quotes. Construct, you know. Anything else? Just those names. Just kind of trying to pound through some of this because I'm almost out of time. I think we have a good amount of stuff, though. We're looking at what goes in between, because we have a lot up front that can flow back into the in-between rounds. We got the stuff in between rounds. I guess I do need to figure out some of the mechanics for how cooking works. I'm going to sit on that, and I'll come up with it during the game time, I'm guessing, or right before game time. Because it could kind of be like to undertake a perilous journey, right? But I think I might ask them what it looks like. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll be like, what does this look like? How people are doing it, and then we'll figure out the rules from there. I'm trying to think of a food portion name joke for the halfling. Oh, yes. Yes, that would be very good. Eric Blurby. Oh, Eric Blurby. Oh, we should do freaking play on words for fucking chefs. Eric Burby. Name. Gordon Ramsay, right? Gordon Ramsay. Play on words for Gordon Ramsay. Oh man. Gordon Rums. Nope. I don't know. Flayed Bobby. Oh, Bobby Flay, yeah. Bobby Flew. God, playing words. Bobby Flay. Gordo for the gnome. Okay. Oh, yeah. Gordo something with R. Gordo Rams. Yeah, we can do that instead. Bobby Flay. Flayed Bobby. I'm not gonna unless he's like, no, I don't really want Flayed invokes a lot of gruesome stuff. I don't think we want to talk about I don't view a cooking competition as gruesome. Bobby something is the inspiration. Eric Burby. Halfling. Snooty. Famous chefs. Bobby Fillet. Yeah, there we go. Bobby Fillet. Yeah. There we go. Bobby Fillet. Robert Fillet. Yep. It's a male, but I don't know. It could be whatever. What else we got here? There's a lot of males. Where's the females at? Oh, Rachel Ray. What's her face? She's dead. But everyone, Julia Childs. Julia Child. Definitely need to have her. Julia Child. But Robert Julius instead of Robert Julius. Child is Julia. Child is Julia. Robert Julius instead of childish Julia. Correcting Childish Julia should be the name. Okay, Childish Julia. Yes. Childish Julia. Childish Julia. It doesn't really sound like an elf. Gosh, now we just gotta make all these names. So Gordo Rams, Robert Filet, because she's tiny. She's tiny elf. Yes, tiny elf. Okay, yes. Oh, hello there. She talks something like that, I believe, right? Paula Dean got. Oh my God, all these people. Oh, David Chang. He's pretty good too. Something Chang. Juliana, but she is tiny and gets. Are you a child joke? That pisses off. Juliana. Let's see. Compared to what do we got here? Childish Julia, but she goes by Juliana. P.F. Chang. No. Oh my God. I'm gonna put this here. Maybe P.F. Chang. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's go think about it. Let's go. Guy. I feel like there should be something for Guy Fieri. Oh, there should be something for Guy Fieri. Furious Guy. It's so bad. I probably should have been writing down the inspiration for these. I'm going to F myself. Ramsey. I always think of Ramsey, like that one financial guy. Okay, and P.F. Chang was I always forget what his name is. I always just remember as Chang. David Chang. I have not watched a lot of his stuff for a really long time though, so I totally forget his mannerisms. I'm totally gonna botch some of these. Alton Brown feels like something. Dave Ramsey. Yeah, Dave Ramsey. Yeah, you're right. Yes, sorry. Alton Brown should definitely be one. Oh, there's so many names. I need to stop very soon, though. Wolfgang Puck is a pretty well known. Rachel Ray. I guess I could do a Rachel Ray. She's a short person. She could be the halfling, too. Let's go with Rachel Ray for the halfling. Need stupid names for this stuff, though. Alton Brown. Ton of Brown. No. Mr. Brown. They call him Mr. Brown. But that's too much. Nah. Elton Brown. Could do Elton Brown. Brune. Elton. Elton. I could just do synonyms. Whoever the Elton Brown character is, at some point he has to say, "No, that's good. Yes." Ray Rachel's. Elton Brown. Yeah, Elton Brown. Yes, there you go. Brown. He has to say, has to say, now that's good eats. Okay, Rachel Ray, yes. Ray something. Ray, may want to shop that, but I definitely want the Ray in there somewhere. She has to be female, pronounced Braun. Okay, Braun, thank you. God, yes. Braun, thank you. Female. So then I don't have to go back to that. Let's see. We got Cobalt name, figure out later. We got 1, probably 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Maybe PF Chang's. Robert Flay 11. Maybe okay, I think we have a lot of good names. I'm going to get rid of Eric Burby. I'm just going to put it at the bottom because we don't have a lot of stuff for them. Kinku. Male. I'm just going to put him down here. Boop. But Robert Flay, I feel like he could be should this be a dwarf? If not, Robert Furious Guy should be a dwarf. Fury Guy, not Furious Guy. Furry. I'm just gonna be Fury. Kenku, Robert Fillet. Let's go with him as a snooty human. That's fine. Because he kind of is. Snooty human. Goodbye. All right. Charles Julie, a.k.a. Juliana. She really doesn't like being called Charles. Tiny Elf. Gordo Rams. Fulminus. Gonna have to look at the spell that one, or pronounce that one. Fulminus? Thunder and lightning. How is this pronounced? Fulminus. Fillet should be an Aarakocra. They kind of play on the chicken fillet. Yes, Aarakocra. There you go. I will put them. Elton Brown. Yeah, let's make him human. We don't really need Snooty. He will be the human though. Human male. Aarakocra. What? I'm going to have to look up what the difference is between Aarakocra and Kenku. What is the difference? I forget. Let's look at some images. They're more bird people versus Kenku is... Or they're more people with bird-esque features versus Kenku. I guess is this a raven? They're kind of similar. I guess Aarakocra are just more human-esque, more humanoid versus Kenku. Okay, good. Maybe we just don't use PF Chang so we can not mix them up. I'll put them more at the bottom as backup. Boop. Oh, why you do this? Juice. I think we got everything. Fear guy or Fulminus guy. I guess we can go Fulminus. That might be a game time thing for me. Shadow C64 about how Fullmanus Fury Guy. There we go. So I can say it full, and then everyone's like, oh, they just call him Fury Guy. Oh, no. All right, I think I've got it all right. Boom, 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 boom. Yes. All right. I'm a little over, but that's okay. I loved the support from Dragon Craze and Shadow C64. We're one away from affiliate. If you got someone that should, maybe give us a follow, that'd be pretty sweet. And this coming Saturday, they have to go still, finish up the little bit of dungeoneering, but there's going to be plenty of, it sounds like, cooking. Oh my God. So much material. I'm feeling this is going to go more than one session, but that's okay. Flying Kenku can't. There you go. Thank you. That's correct. Thank you for reminding me that Aircrow can fly and Kenku can't. That's why they always wish and, worship and all that shit. At least that's what I hear from other podcasts. We got so much good stuff. I'm psyched. I want to thank you again for hanging out with me, especially Dragon Craze and Shadow CCC4. Next time, hopefully we're on affiliate, and I'm going to add all those little things that Dragon Craze typed in. We'll set up the Discord to make it more public. But yeah, you can catch the show this coming Saturday, 6 p.m. on the Don't Split the Podcast Network's Twitch. That'll be twitch.tv/Don't Split the Podcast. You can find me at EvilDM Josh. You can find on this show or on this channel this Tuesday, Red Mage, Blue Mage. At some point, Amber's going to be doing some GM prep as well for Ryutama, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see how she does all the cute stuff because, it's always been locked away. You can find me, I don't know if I already said that, at EvilDM Josh on Twitter and a bunch of other great shows at Geekspective.com and on Twitter at Geekspective. I want to thank you for hanging out, and I'm real excited to run this coming week. Until then, have a good time. Stay healthy. Bye-bye.